Would you come with me to France? We could dance on the Champs-Élysées. Let's take a chance on amour.
Good day. Welcome to Notes and Notions from the Writing Desk. I'm your host, Joanne de Simone, and here we are in the beautiful LTV studio, and my thanks always to everyone here at LTV for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity and for continuing the work of public access. It is a true essential to us all, so let's keep it going. And as you know, that beautiful song that you just heard, Isn't That What Love Is For, was written by James and Carolyn Conlin, my dear friends and colleagues who have allowed me to play this song as my theme. Jim is with us today. Carolyn, ever camera shy, is watching on the sidelines. So here we go. Just to mention, this is some of my work here on display. And as I do every day of my life, I send my best wishes and good tidings to Mr. Steven Spielberg with the hopes that he will meet my Metro Cats, my Mean Millicent, and other characters that I have created. I know it'll be the beginning of beautiful friendships. So here we are. This is Jim Conlin with us again. We love it because the music is great. And Jim is a student of music and lyrics. I'm a student of prose and poetry, and somehow we blend.
We do blend. Yes, we blend.
So we blend. So Jim has graciously offered to play some of his songs for us, and I'm going to read. I'm going to read some poetry from. Slipcover is the name of the book. These poems were written on the air on Chaim Mizrahi's show, Hello, Hello. And I'm also going to read a few from my book, Spills from a Quill. So, wonderful. Excuse my ums, but we're back in the studio again. It's been a while. And looking forward to shedding the nerves and having some fun because Jim is always great to have here. So, how about we start off with a wonderful Jim and Carolyn written song.
Well, it's great to be back. The studio is dynamite. I mean, this
It's
is
great,
good.
isn't it? It's
It
beautiful.
Really is. LTV
Isn't
has
it
really come
wonderful?
through. Yeah, it's great.
Here's my
It's
Stevie.
good to be back. So I should play a song?
Yes, please.
Good. Okay. Wrote this a bunch of years ago when we were still in Southampton, but great song. I love singing it anyway. We all know there comes a time seldom do we ever find that we get the chance to change your mind when you go live in a dream. When you shake out your boots from the places you've been, the knowing looks on the faces of friends tells me that soon you're leaving again when you go live in a dream. And the sun in the east silhouetted the geese, and your perfume filled up my room. As the boat sailed away with the breeze on the bay, when I woke in Southampton this morning. So sing me a traveling song, sing on the wind before dawn, a tune that could take you to where you belong when you go live in a dream. When you dance on the beaches of places you found, the music will play, the guitars will sound in perfect time to your feet on the ground when you go live in a dream. And the sun in the east silhouetted the geese, and your perfume filled up my room. As the boat sailed away with the breeze on the bay, when I woke in Southampton this morning.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thanks. I love singing that song.
Yes, I see why. Anyway, it just gives you It gives you just this atmosphere and this feeling of, it's just a good feeling song.
Yeah,
It's
and,
wonderful.
and Carol and I were on the bay in Southampton for years there, and the
Yeah.
co-op from hell. We were in the co-op from hell. That was a different thing, but still we were able to write some
But
stuff.
you're near the water.
Yeah, on the
Hey,
water.
you're
See,
on the water.
Boat sails away
boat
with the breeze.
sails.
But
It's wonderful.
that's the whole thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's
yeah.
good. And the amazing, I find it amazing, like you of course write poetry and prose.
Sometimes.
You just somehow, I don't know how you do that. It could take me months to write a song sometimes.
But you just, what do you think a song is?
Well, yeah.
It's poetry. It's lyrics. It's got a
But
rhythm.
I've heard
It's
you
like-
bang out a poem on TV. I mean, you just spontaneously just bring it together. I don't know how
well,
that's possible to do. It's great. It's
You
great.
could bang out anything.
Yeah?
You know,
I know. I
I
mean,
could bang out a hamburger. That doesn't mean it tastes good.
But I know, but all of a sudden you say, I just wrote this morning. I go, you wrote
Oh
this
my
morning?
God. All right, so speaking of writing,
Yeah.
you know, this is something, this is the name of the book. It's called Slipcover, Haim's Idea, Instinctive Poetry from the Respective Minds of Haim Mizrahi, from our very own Hello here, and yours truly. So I'm going to read something. This is, again, written on the air. It's called Second Harvest. Okay. Gone are the days of early spring when our bones were new and strong and stable and running miles and miles, when we covered our dolls to keep them warm and served them tea they could not drink, when minds were sponges but we did not think, when our reasoning was racing to catch up with the boiling hormones of our bodies. What have we learned from the flesh and cells that withered with time? Perhaps the divine will grant us a second harvest to help us, remind us that along the way we indeed did win that elusive lottery once or twice, and our senses responded. But it was too fleeting to remember.
Yeah, that's terrific.
So that's one of them that's in this book.
That's
It's in the book.
terrific poem. Yeah. Okay. How long did it take to write that poem?
5 minutes on
There
the
you go.
air.
And it's terrific.
And well,
the picture,
thank
you
you.
paint the whole picture. I mean, you see the whole picture. It's great. And I
Thank
think that's
you.
part of it too, is that whether you're writing song or prose, I think you need to paint a picture in some
Yes.
way. You know, 'cause the images are key. You're really key. Sometimes you hear songs on the radio, for example, and the lyrics, they don't really make sense, but they've painted something where they
Yeah.
just throw, you know, and whether it makes sense or not is irrelevant. You know.
Yeah, they set a scene
yeah.
and they tell a story. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
But I had a question for you, because I'm in the middle of writing a musical. Of course, I don't write music, but I'm writing the book and the lyrics, and I've written some lyrics. So my question to you is, do you write the lyrics first or the music first?
You know,
And how is that process?
I think lyrics first, and I think that it's very difficult on guitar. I think if you're a piano player, you have a much wider scope for melodies, that kind of thing, okay? I remember Paul Simon years ago was on an interview, and he said he sits in his studio playing the guitar and humming and making weird sounds like ee, whatever it would be, and then all of a sudden a word, and that's, I think, what I do. And believe it or not, sometimes mowing the lawn, believe it or not, mowing the lawn, you have headphones on, and so you can't hear the lawn mower, and lyrics could come to you, and then you try to fit them into some kind of a melody. all
Okay,
right?
so it's not like Yankee Doodle Dandy, where he sat there, dun, 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 dun,
no.
and then all of a sudden there's, over there.
Yeah, over there.
And the next scene, it's a whole song. But
Absolutely,
anyhow,
yeah.
so your lyrics first.
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
You know, okay, recently I wrote, in fact, the most recent song is, I don't even have a name for it, but I wrote it. And the great line, I think, therefore I am, by Rene Descartes, okay,
Well,
the great philosopher.
that's a great
from
line. Yeah, that's
1620.
philosophy, right.
And I had that line, of course, I had that line. He invented the line, coined the phrase. Great line, never knew how should I put this to a song. It just didn't fit anything. So anyhow, I worked something out recently. I think it worked out well.
Do you want to play that one now?
I'd love to.
Oh, that one, good, because we were just
I should
talking
do
about
that now?
lyrics,
Okay.
words.
All right, I have
Get music
my lyric
together.
sheet here because I'm not exactly on target with it, but I think it's pretty good.
No, it's great, beautiful.
There's a star in the sky. What flame could make it shine. 50 million years to reach my eye. Is it only we who measure time? Are we the only ones? Cogito ergo sum. Where do we go once we're gone? We do believe, but we don't know. Do we faithfully live on? We pray that it is so. Are we the only ones? Cogito ergo sum. Is there anybody out there? Is there anyone at all? Is it truly without end? We wait for the call. Have you been here in the past? Would you come to us again? Are we worth another pass? I think, therefore I am. Where the blue dot near the sun. Cogito ergo sum.
Wow, 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 wow. That's the first time I ever heard that song.
Oh, really?
That
Yeah.
is like capital P profound.
Yeah, it's a great.
That's not
line,
whimsical in
Cogito
any
ergo sum,
way.
of course, it's Latin, but means, of
Yes,
course.
absolutely. Oh,
I think, therefore I am.
Yeah.
And to tie that into something took a lot of lawn mowing.
No,
To
I
put
know,
that
but
together.
that's a good title for a musical.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never heard. I know. I love your song, the 9/11 song that we put up on YouTube every year.
Yes, thank you for that.
It's on YouTube, but we just make a big splash of your 9/11 song. So it's not just the whimsy that you write about the buck stops here and the deer at your house. It's
Yeah.
you really have you really have a really body of work, songs that are lovely. It's
Thank you.
just beautiful.
It's fun. It's great, as you know. It's great fun to write something. I think.
I think it's so. I don't know that I don't know that it's fun,
Yeah.
but I know that it is. It's. I don't want to say rewarding. It's not rewarding. It's just something that happens, and it's just something that happens. I don't stop writing, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I think we mentioned this before. I don't write a play and with a bottle of scotch and a bowl of cigarette and a ashtray full of cigarettes. I don't agonize. The greatest writers in the world agonized over their plays and their books, and they agonize and that's great because what came out was genius.
Yeah.
I know you have fun with it.
Yeah.
And that's really great. So you got to get your stuff on an album.
An album would be
An
cool.
album.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what an album is?
Yeah, an album, right?
An album. Okay.
Yeah, but I think when you put it together, in fact, not too long ago, Carol Bayer Sager was asked, do you play all those great songs at home? She goes, I don't play anything from a week ago. She said, you have, just like you have to go forward and write new stuff all the time.
Right.
You know?
I never go backwards.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm reading backwards now just to read it, but
Yeah.
but I'm already on to two other projects,
Yeah, the
as
next
you know, and
project.
you're on to 3 other songs.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how it works.
That's
so
right.
I'm gonna dig into one more in slipcover. Let's see what we got in slipcover. That I read that one. Okay. Well, this is a very short one. This one was 3 minutes. This we call the Egg Timer Challenge, Haim and I, and
Bring
it's
it on.
called. We did this again. All of this is on the air, but I read. It's called Sunday Lost, and places, spaces, strangers' faces misplaced. Empty Sunday, vacuum sealed, choir voices, octave choices displaced. Empty Sunday, mimosa brunches, pigeons, parks, twilight, midnight, feelings, frost, Sunday lost. So I don't really know what it means, but for me, I'm not a big fan of the day Sunday, because Sunday used to be filled in my life with a lot of interesting things, whether it was the opera, museum, but now I find Sundays to be very, very lonely, and so, you know, at 7 o'clock in the morning, I was, okay, I'll write about the worst day of the week for me. So that's how that's how Haim and I got to Sunday Lost, and sometimes I would say something, Haim, I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea what to write. And he'd say, well, that's what you write about. I went to bed at 3 in the morning. And that's what came out. I went to bed at 3 in the morning. The muse was yawning. I mean, it was all silly stuff.
Yeah.
But we did it, and it's in a book, and we're very, very proud of it.
And it worked great, and it is terrific poetry.
And
I mean,
well,
really,
then, well,
you're a
well,
terrific poet.
I appreciate that.
You
But
know
you're
that.
my friend.
Well, but you know it's the truth.
You're my
That's
friend.
right. And your friends tell the truth.
Friends tell
Always.
the truth.
I
Okay,
think.
I want my friend to play another song.
Yeah? Okay.
Of course.
All right. Carolyn and I were on Lexington Avenue back in November when everything was boarded up and miserable, okay?
Okay, yes, okay.
And we felt as if we were in a Stanley Kubrick film going down. You know, we
Yeah,
felt, you know, that disconnected, where are we kind of
Yes.
thing. Okay. But anyhow, I wrote this, actually, this was a quick song I wrote.
No, go ahead. We love it.
Where have all the blue-eyed girls gone? It seems they've left this year. Where are all the green-eyed beauties? It seems they've disappeared. I know there's a change in the wind, and I pray that they'll all come back again. There's talk on the street that you're leaving here next week. Where will you go? I don't know. And I think it's fair to say, when you've gone away, there's an empty frame left upon the wall. And no, how can this be so in this beautiful moment in time? And where have all the ballerinas gone? The poet, the ink upon the page. Where have all the virtuosos flown? Has the last concerto played? I know there's a change in the wind, and I pray that they'll all come back again. I've heard somewhere, don't stay too long at the fair. Where the wheel stops, no one knows. And the circus lights don't shine for those who stayed behind. It's another empty frame upon the wall. And no, how can this be so in this beautiful moment in time? And for those of you who say, just let it go, well, for you, it's been pearls before swine.
Wow, that's amazing.
you.
That we
Thank
love
you.
talk about poetry. If that's not poetry, I don't know what is.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, Bob Dylan wrote songs, but what did he win his Nobel Prize in?
Yeah, right?
Right.
I'm so glad he won the Nobel.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't win a Nobel Prize for, chicken plucking.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he actually,
Yeah.
he's a poet. You're a poet. You put music to your poetry. That's the only difference.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would love to be able to play music and take some of the songs, the words that I have rolling in my head and make
Yeah.
them sound like something.
Oh, definitely.
But that's a gift. That's your gift.
Yeah, they're in the same general zone, but there's definitely different
Yeah,
fields to play on.
we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, mine I hit to the shortstop, and you hit
Great.
beyond the wall.
There's a poem there.
There's a poem
There's
there,
a
right?
poem there.
I hit mine to the shortstop. That's a good one. Oh my God. Okay, so you want to hear another thing with some razor blades that
I'm
go
gonna hear a
along
good
with
poem.
it? Okay, let's
Give it
see.
to us.
Okay, so that was slipcover. I also have, this is another one of my books that it's called Spills from a Quill, and it's poetry, prose, shorts,
Oh, I
some
know
short
this book.
stories and
Great stuff.
stuff like that. But this one again was not written on the air, but of course it does come with the, like I said, razor blades and or sleeping pills. I'm going to read two because they're right next to each other. One of them is called In Season, something you liked, and
Yes.
Carolyn liked, and it's called In Season. Death is acceptable in autumn, never suitable for spring, completely unfit for summer, but for winter, the perfect thing. So there's that one, that's In Season,
Yeah,
but
that's a great line,
going
yeah.
along with the same theme, okay, this is called Taking My Leave. Okay, I will take my leave with the rain when the trees are bent from the weight, and with the last lifeless leaf that falls, turning the ground to icy yellow gold. I will take my leave without the sun, just as it sets in an almost darkened sky, in the final stroke of autumn's earthy brush, to be carried off before winter's stark white, sorry. So no wishful and woeful words will awaken me. No light, no warmth will revive my cold frame. Taking my leave, relieved to the dirt and the dark and the dank, from a life I have grown too weary to have known.
Wow.
So that's
Oh.
so that's the frame of mind that brings out things like this. But I don't think you have to be giddy to write comedy, and I don't think you have to be in the sewer to write tragedy. I think it's just it just what happened. I mean, I if I can compare Woody Allen's Match Point to
yes.
Woody Allen's Bananas.
Yeah.
This is from the same mind.
Same mind, yeah.
Please, I'm not putting myself in his category, but it's from the same mind. So it's just what comes out, whatever you're feeling at the moment, or whatever is stirring. That's how I look at it. And as I say, like in the movie Nemo, just keep swimming, right?
Yeah.
This is what we do. We just keep writing, we keep swimming, and we just go along with wherever the road takes us. And I think we are all on a path, whether it's creative or altruistic. There's a path for everybody.
And also, you're not afraid to throw yourself right out there. I mean, you just get right to the bone.
Oh
You're
yeah,
bone
no,
on this.
I'll hang myself.
Yeah.
I'll hang. That's a Charles Lawton line, so I don't want to
Is it?
steal it. But never be afraid to hang yourself.
Wow, Charles Lawton.
Never. So hang yourself one more time, and let's hear another song.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's not nighttime, it's not anything, but
Something that you feel right now, that you feel like singing about. We're all ears.
it's raining tonight. Wish you were here. What was it? Why'd you say goodbye? You know that leaving can be extraordinarily tough on a lady or a guy. Believe me when I write, come back to me, I'll make it right, come back. it's raining tonight. Was there someone that you knew long ago when love was new? Has someone walked in from the past? And I love you here and now, even as the rain comes down. Hurry home, time goes by too fast. It's raining tonight. Couldn't sleep a wink. Tried my best not to think of you, or to think of what could be. But then again, you see, to dance the tango it takes two. And I can't dance alone, so I'll stay here. You come home, come back. It's raining tonight. Was there someone that you knew long ago when love was new? Has someone walked in from the past? And I love you here and now, even as the rain comes down. Hurry home, time goes by too fast. It's raining tonight. It's raining tonight. It's raining
Did you write
tonight.
that for me?
Yeah, there you go.
Was I the inspiration
That's
for
right.
that
You were the
unrequited
inspiration.
love? Oh my- But the rain intensifies everything. It's a beautiful word, rain, isn't it? It's just
Yeah,
it's a beautiful. We could use it in so many ways. I just love it.
Carolyn and I, I wrote that a while back, but so often we always say, when it's raining out, we go, it's raining tonight. for the
Yeah, it's
song, of
raining
course, you know,
tonight.
so, yeah,
Well, I'm going to read one more,
Great.
and
great.
send me that song. Okay, I don't. You know, I'm gonna go back to slipcover because we are. Actually, I'm gonna read. Did I read this one? Sunday Lost. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna read this. She stands on a platform and she is scrutinized. The artist is at home, pulling her attributes from every angle. The light changes and the sun moves on. How different her form when the shadow embraces her round, uncovered curves. The artist, in his habitat, holds the palette that holds the colors to capture the light and shade of his glorious subject. The place is designed for it because Chaim gave me the word studio. Okay, on that note, I'm going to say, I want to thank you, Jim Conlin, for joining us today. Love to Carolyn. I look forward to sharing this time with other guests at Notes and Notions from the Writing Desk. Remember to take note that the notion of love is all around. Let your love light shine through and touch everyone you meet. So, till next time, thank you. Ciao.
I hear the castanets, they're calling. They have this dance, por favor. And I don't care where we are, as long as I am there with you. 'Cause there's a place in the world for those who say I love you. And if we wish upon a star, we'll never be alone. 'Cause we could travel here and far. We could stay right here